Ask him who was the first person, right, to play for Accrington when they reformed, who was a local lad.
He was a bloke called Franny Franks.
He was.
So you played?
He played for Ex-Stanley, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I played for him before now, but only for reserve. Well, youth team.
That's good.
First Accrington boy to play for him when they reformed. Actually signed when I was 16, and 6 weeks later they went out of the league.
Yeah.
I don't think it was my fault.
In fact, look at this here. I did a theory with a thesis when I was at college called The Conception and Death of Accrington Stanley. That's me, Tony Smithson. Special study, and that's my study all about Accrington Stanley and how they survived. And
I think the games aren't advertised enough. Even if they only stick a few in town, Stanley at home, you know, today example, Aldershot, one weekends. They just, if you don't get the Observer, and there's that much, they've been out of touch with Blackburn and Burnley being involved so many years. You know, it's just, they've got a big fight on their hands to get these fans back.
we've talked about this quite a bit, really, haven't we? Yeah.
I mean, you're better. I've always thought you're better off charging less and getting double the amount of people. It's a better atmosphere.
Yeah, to get some atmosphere. Because Bradford, when we went to nearly a fortnight ago, that was a fantastic atmosphere, weren't it?
Oh yeah.
But of course, Bradford helped partly to make that by bringing a lot, didn't they?
For somebody that's never been to a game, what did you say? You know, why should they go to Accrington?
I think just for the general banter, especially where I sit at the end where the drums are and everything, I just think it's fantastic just to be at that level. Because I go and watch quite a lot of other teams. I go and watch Man City, I go and watch Blackburn, Burnley, and there you're away from the players somehow. You know, you're separate. Whereas at Stanley, you almost feel like you're part of Accrington Stanley team, don't you, when you're there?
Yeah, you're close to it. There's some old guys sitting around, they come with some great comments. You know. I've lived in Accrington up to that point all my life, and it was only later I actually left Stanley, went to play for Bury, then eventually to Torquay, played for Torquay. But I was lucky when I was at Stanley initially as a schoolboy. I was there with a lot of the old Scots lads that played, Terry Ty, Joe Devlin, Bert Scott, Les Cocker, who went on to be coach for England when they won World Cup. I was there at that time, although I was only a kid, you know. But I was only talking to a couple of them the other day. There's 2 or 3 still in town, and they're all in their early 80s, and there's some characters amongst them.
We need to get those boys back on a regular basis, don't we? Going to
if they could send for them, get the old brigade back. Joe Devlin, he's not with us.
Can I just say that he doesn't look like he'd be a good footballer, but I'll tell you what, he was a brilliant footballer. He was brilliant, honestly. I'm not joking, he's a legend in Accrington. Franny Franks, the name. Everybody knows him.